And now, prepare for Oblation Comics Live with your host and co-host, Vinny and Christina Appenzeller! How we doing?
Good.
Can you hear me? We're good?
Yes.
All right, my audio's all okay. Well, sorry we're late, guys. We were running a little late. Christina, I'm still sick.
I hear it a little.
Can you believe it? It's been over a week.
Jeez.
I know, it's terrible. I've been playing video games for the first time in a long time because I've been sick. And Christina, can I tell you? Don't you love it? So look at this. I got this little thing here. Hold on, let me pull it out. I got this little thing here. This is like a retro gaming console. It's got like 2,000, 20,000
sick.
Yeah, games on it from like Sega Genesis, Atari, all the old stuff. And some new stuff too. Oh, like Nintendo DS or whatever. So I've been revisiting some of my old childhood games, okay? And don't you love it when you are just so good at a game, you're so powerful that there's no challenge to it at all, that you could just go from level 1 to the end of the game within like, I don't know, half an hour. I was playing like a game called Gunstar Heroes, okay? And I didn't die once in that entire game. I just, from the very beginning to the very end, there was not one thing that challenged me.
Now, what is the age for this game?
I don't know. I mean, it was like it's probably no. It's not like a leapfrog game. This is a legit game. But let me tell you something. I felt like I was Jin Woo in Solo Leveling. How do you like that transition? Now,
I like it.
Now, that is a true story. I did beat the entire game. But Sega Genesis games back then, I know this is before your time, but Sega Genesis back then, their games were very difficult, but very short. Like most games, you had like 4 or 5 levels, and then you're done, which is good, but they were very, very difficult. But anyway, so this has been 2 weeks in the making. Excuse my coughs. I watched Solo Leveling, Christina, and you're probably not going to like what I have to say about it.
It's you.
I know. I saw Jin Woo. That is his name, right, Jin Woo?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Before we get into that, I just want to show you something. So, like I said, I've been sick, and I haven't only been playing video games. I've been working on this Gundam model.
It's actually so cool.
Yeah, these things are really cool. So I've never had time to do it. I have one that I completely finished like 2 years ago. And then I had this in the box for like 2 years. And so I'm like sick. And my daughter stayed home from school because we're all sick. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And so that's as far as I got, the torso and the head. But it's pretty cool. I was showing her and my son how to do it, and I was getting a little anxiety and like no that's not
you should have started on like Legos or something.
I know I went right to the top.
Yeah,
but anyway, okay, Solo Leveling. Now, first of all, let me just recognize I understand this is like one of the most popular manhwas, I guess it's called, the Korean shows. Like currently, like this is like one of the top ones. Okay, so I say this with much fear and trepidation. Not really, but I actually do take a measure of joy in this. But so listen, you've given me 2 weeks, and first of all, you were the one that asked me to watch this, and it's very dangerous to give me time to think about things because I took notes, Christina. I watched it and I took notes. So before we begin, I'm gonna like give a quick summary of the first 2 seasons. It'll be very quick. Okay. So, season 1 was like the origin of the Shadow Army, pretty much. So you have Jin Woo, right? The setup is he's the weakest of the weak, right? E rank is the weakest of the hunters. He's the weakest of the E ranks, and he survives this double dungeon, and he's chosen by this system that allows him to level up, but nobody else can. Okay, and that leads into like this power climb of where he goes to these solo raids, these instant dungeons, and he kills humans. Yeah, like that's just part of the story. And he has that one line that says that he crossed the line. But who's going to stop him, though? I mean, really, if you think about it, like, who cares, right? It's just killing people. Not a big deal. But anyway, so then you have the job change arc where he goes through this other dungeon and he becomes basically this necromancer, or I don't know what they call it, but and he gathers this shadow army. Okay, that's where season 1 ends. And by the way, these 2 seasons are only half of the story. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. I'm like, man, there's more to this. Because I thought it ended. All right. Anyway, season 2. You have the Red Gate, right? Remember that? That opens up and it's a winter dungeon, and then he kills a human, which we're used to this now. But this time he raises the human to become part of his shadow slave army. There's no afterlife for that guy. So then he goes to the demon castle and basically heals his mom, which was supposed to be the point of the story, by the way. The point of the story was supposed to be him gaining power in order to heal his mom. He accomplishes that, but that doesn't stop him, dude. Power, man, power. So then he keeps going. Okay, after he saves his mom, right?
That's realistic, though.
But there's no moral accountability at all. Everyone loves this guy. He's killing people. They're all like, dude, you're awesome because you are the most powerful guy I've ever seen. And he's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, there's like zero moral accountability in this entire series. So, like, okay, in this moment, what would have been good, what would have been more compelling, is if he brought his mom back, right? He got the power, and then his mother woke up horrified of what his son become. Right?
Oh my gosh, you're acting like he's a monster.
He's a psychopath. He kills people without any kind of.
He kills people when he has to. It's not like he's going out and killing people.
No, he kills people because the system says it's. Oh, check this off the list. This is a daily quest. Which, by the way, he already. So the premise is if he doesn't do his daily quests, he gets moved to another world where he has to survive.
Yeah, but he's still not going out and killing people. It's people that are trying to fight him.
No, it was a daily quest that he had to accomplish to kill these guys.
Yeah, but he didn't know it on the first one.
Okay. So the second one was just bonus.
It was survival.
No. I don't know. He's trying to rationalize it. All right, let me finish this summary. Okay. So then you have the S rank and the Orc War kind of thing. Excuse me. Where he adds more people to his slave army. And then you have, the Genju Island raid, right? This is where, again, all the S ranks are there, and none of the S ranks can do anything except for Jinwoo. And so then he, again, raises another character, another human from the dead, but this one he releases out of kindness.
Yeah.
That was good. All right, so that's the basic setup. Or that's the summary of the first 2 seasons. So as I alluded to, there's no challenge to Jinwoo at all. Not physically, not morally, there's like nothing that challenges him at all. This is a pure, unadulterated power fantasy.
There will be, though. It's building up. If you start and you're like, this guy is not, like, now you see how powerful he is. So when he does have something.
Like a physical challenge, like someone's gonna.
Yeah, like when he does have it's gonna be more like you have to heighten the story sometimes,
No, but they already said that all the S ranks are pretty much trash because they couldn't do anything on that island. So literally,
they shouldn't have been S ranks,
So they already established that the most powerful people in this world are nothing compared to Jinwoo. So if there's another challenge that comes through, It's just that farther in departure of everything in this world. It's like, I don't know, it makes it less engaging because it's like, well, I guess if Jinwoo can't beat this guy, then the world's over. It's kind of almost like the Dragon Ball Z problem where like Goku defeats everybody. Like, all right,
Okay.
Goku, you're up again, buddy. Just sit back with potato chips and just like, hey, Jinwoo, you go get him. All right, but here's my philosophical thoughts because I've been thinking about why this is so popular. Okay, so here's what I come up with. All right, I think that Solo Leveling is a show for our time. Like, I think it connects with a lot of people because it completely fuses or removes the boundaries between fantasy and reality. Right? So it doesn't transport us to another world. It transforms our own world, basically. So you have monsters invade Korea. You have dungeons open up in our cities, and the protagonist levels up like a video game character, but within our world, right? So it collapses all the boundaries between real and the fantastical, which is thrilling, but it's also telling. And I think it's detrimental, in all honesty. So,
Oh my gosh.
well, I'm
I
just
can't.
Christina, get some coffee. I'm just starting. Okay, we got 2 weeks of this of building up, and the thing is, it hurts. It hurts because you know that there's this rings true. Okay, I do have more things to say outside of solo leveling, so I'm gonna speed this up here. But anyway, so the cultural reflection of this, in my opinion, okay, is that solo leveling, like the system, right, that he's working with and all that kind of stuff. Ah, man, sorry for my coughing. It overlays reality like an invisible operator, right? It's gamifying regular life, and it's turning like real suffering, right? Because these are real people, right? Ostensibly.
But they're not.
What do you mean they're not? Like, okay, we are supposed to be in this world. This world is supposed to be Korea, like real Korea, okay? Right? And so it's turning like people's real suffering experience into just like experience points. It's making power the ultimate currency. Like, if you have power, man, everyone will love you. It's almost like it comes off, and I don't know who wrote this story. I didn't do any kind of reading about the author or anything like that, but it comes off like this dude is feverishly writing about like his life experience. He's like, and then he's the weakest, but he gets this amazing power, and everyone loves him. All the girls like him, and no one makes fun of him because he's so powerful. And I will be the best. I'll be the king of the world. I mean, Jinwoo will be the king of the. It's like he's writing this about himself. It comes off, and like he just wants, to.
I think it's a build up.
So all right. So let me pause
like
here.
A legend,
Let me pause here. I want to hear your rebuttal to this because I still have more to talk about, but you seem to be upset about my philosophical interpretations of soul leveling. So what is it building up to? Just an ultimate battle for more power?
I think that it's building up to show that the system that they're in isn't very reliable. Like the whole like monsters coming in the S ranks. Like maybe he'll defeat like all of the whole thing, so there won't be like
take down the system,
killing people. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna be.
I mean, I didn't read the rest of the manga, so I don't know.
Did you read past the second season? Like, did you read?
No.
Okay.
No. I was gonna listen to like the YouTube videos on it though. Like.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So the way that this could be redeemed here, okay, because we got to redeem this, is if Jinwoo, and again, I don't know how it ends, and I'm probably going to drop it after this, to be honest with you. But the way it could end is if he sacrifices his power, gives up his power, and then because that's the only thing he's after, right? And so he's changed from where he was. Like, he was a better person in the beginning of the series than he is now. right? And if his mother like recognized that, if that was like a hinge moment where it was like, you know, you're not the son that I raised, you know, like I don't know what kind of person you become, you know, and then he realizes like, oh yeah, even though I was weaker, I was a better person back then. So if I have to give up my
He
power,
killed like one person
no, he killed more than that.
for
He
survival.
killed more than that. And even still, though, his only focus is on power. Like that is his sole reasoning. And his saving his
I
mom
agree. I
is a
agree with
backdrop.
that.
Like saving his mom is a back. Like, yeah, I'm doing this for my mom. And after I did that, you know, well, actually, I'm not
But
level.
aren't we all searching for something? You know, like I
But
think
not all power is good, though.
as
That's the
long
problem.
as I agree with you though, as long as it gets to a point where he has to make a decision to use all his power to I mean, he already saved everyone. Like how many times did he save people, Vinny?
He didn't. He wanted to raise his army. Like saving people is like secondary. He's like, all right, I'm gonna chill back. I'm gonna let them do it. You know,
Did
and then
he say that? No.
through his actions, he did. Yes,
Oh my goodness.
through his actions. I watched. Listen, I took notes. I watched very particularly, and this is just what literally happened. And you know, so all right,
Hater. You just like underdogs. You just like
no,
underdogs.
I like good stories.
Until it's Superman.
Hold on.
I said what I said.
No.
Superman is
different, and we could go into that. But let me just finish my in-depth philosophical, because I spent a lot of time thinking about this. So I need to get this out, Christina. All right. So I don't even remember where I began or where I ended on this tirade, but yeah, basically he turns like real life suffering into just experience points, right? And pain becomes just another form of progress. Death, becomes just like data, right? He like kills few people. We can at least say he killed a few people, brought them back to be part of his army, right? And morality, because of that, no one questions it. Morality becomes optional. Like no one's like, hey, that dude, even though he's a bad guy, he's part of your ghost army. Like maybe that's not good. No one even offers that as like a moral conundrum. But this results like with our this like resonates with our modern audience. I think because like we live in a like technology era, like social media, digital culture, and all that kind of stuff, and it does blur the lines between virtual life and real life, right? Like our identities, like YouTubers, now that we are part of them, they're curated online, right? So like if you watch, review videos, I know I'm on YouTube now because I'm trying to sell my comic, which by the way is Arbiter. You can get it on fundmycomic.com. I'll talk about it. Yeah, it's the link's right there. I'll talk about it more later. But YouTubers, like as a career, like if I didn't make a comic book and I just had a career on YouTube, what that is basically doing is I'm selling my personality. I have to come up with a personality. People have to like my personality. And then that's what I'm selling. Every video, like, hey guys, it's me again, And I hate to be bashing the thing that I'm on right now, but that's just the reality is we live in this virtual world that's curated, right? And and our worth is determined by or measured by metrics, right? Likes, followers, all the kind of, so like these lines are being blurred, right? And we escape into these digital worlds to feel more rewarding than the real one, right? Like I have to go to my job after this. I don't feel rewarded at my job, but when I'm leveling up on my game, when I'm blasting it, it's more rewarding, So it like breaks down these barriers, boundaries between reality and, virtual reality. And I think that ultimate breakdown is detrimental. I think that it's eroding morality, right? It's not making clear moral, like when everything's a game, consequences feel optional, right? Which is not, it undermines transcendence, right? So fantasy becomes escapism and not elevation, which that is the biggest issue, in my opinion, with fantasy. So fantasy, are you familiar with C.S. Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's one of my all-time heroes, like heroes. I love that guy. I read most of his work as far as books, essays, and other letters and stuff like that. And he has this one that's on fantasy. And what he does, and I agree 100%, he breaks it to pretty much two categories in fantasy. I'll paraphrase it, but basically there's like high fantasy and low fantasy. Low fantasy is pure escapism. Like you have problems in life, like life sucks sometimes or whatever, and so you want to escape from that. So we go to fantasy, whether it be video games, movies, whatever. It's just escapism. Then there's high fantasy that actually elevates reality, that elevates life. So, like for example, if you're reading, well, one of his quotes is that like with enchanted forests, for example, when you read about enchanted forests, you don't end up hating real forests, but when you're in a real forest, it feels a little bit more enchanted, right? Like when, like if you're reading about these fairy tale stories or whatever about everything's enchanted or whatever, when you're actually in real life exploring, which we don't do anymore, but everything else feels a little bit more enchanted, and that's what elevates reality, right? It's not escapism; it just makes the world more magical around you, and that's what fantasy, I believe, is supposed to do. Escapism, like you still have your problems you come back to, right? You can only go for so far, then you always come back to the reality, right? You got to clock into work, you got to, do the daily stuff, and so it becomes detrimental. And I think, I don't think it's good, but fantasy, the way it should be, as elevating, I think is what we should be aiming for, which is, by the way, what Arbiter tries to, I attempt that elevation in my fantasy work. Which, speaking of, let's take a look, Christina. Would you mind taking a look with me?
Yeah, let me see.
All right, let's share our screen here. So, as I'm sharing the screen, what do you think about C.S. Lewis's idea on fantasy? You agree?
I do agree with that.
Yeah, I do too.
I agree with that.
Not with me, but with C.S. Lewis. I understand.
Yeah.
So we're going to do something that we haven't done before. I'm going to actually play this video.
Ooh.
All right. This is the teaser trailer for Arbiter. So you guys can check this out. Again, fundmycomic.com/Arbiter. This is just a 24-page post-pounding comic book. If you like superheroes, the supernatural, and a ton of action, look no further than the Arbiter. Let's look at this video.
Darkness creeping like a shadow, demons crawling from the gallows, spirits wandering through the meadows. There's no light inside. Hear the battle and the distant screams of war. Oh, can you listen? Heavy chains, they are a prison. Are you free or a slave to the fight? Are you a lover, or are you a liar? Are you a sinner, or are you a fighter? Are you the hunted, or are you the hunter? Are you a demon, or are you a savior? Find yourself, don't be afraid. There's a light beyond the flames. Angels, they are calling your name as you run into the fight. Rise from the ashes, rise from the graves, rise to your purpose, rise from the pain, rise up from anger, rise from the shame, rise to the occasion and say, are you a lover, or are you a liar? Are you a sinner, or are you a fighter? Are you the hunted, or are you the hunter? Are you a demon, or are you a savior?
All right. What do you think about that?
Vinny did the guitar riffs.
Yeah, I did. And I was doing the singing too. I pretty much did it all solo. No, just kidding. I did make that video though. And look, there's us. All right. So this is Arbiter. Again, this is my comic book that I created. Excuse me. And yeah, it's about our main character here, Christian Murr. He is the last of the Arbiters, as he knows it. The Arbiters are a ancient order that is tasked to defend our realm from breakers. Those are beings that break through our reality from theirs, and he is our only defender. He was given power to fight the breakers and seal the rifts and the cracks within our reality. The problem is he doesn't know any of that. His training was not complete. His mentor disappeared, and so he is tasked to figure all of this out before the break happens. The break is a cataclysmic event that will shatter our reality, and a new one, darker one, will take its place. So, amazing art by Denio. You can check out some of the art. So this is Arbiter. I did change the lettering from the trailer that you watched. The lettering's been updated. But yeah, check it out. Again, Arbiter, fundmycomic.com. It got 36 backers. We made 60%. Oh, I should actually show everybody. So we're 60% funded, which means that we unlocked our first goal, which you get a little cool Arbiter logo sticker. Everyone who backs a physical copy will get one. And we're close to our second goal, which would be these cool bookmarks. On one side, you have the cover B picture, and then on the back, you have this saying or pledge that is a refrain in my comic book. It says, "Though I plunge down the deepest dark, the light is deeper still." You'll see that. That's kind of like Spider-Man's, "With great power comes great responsibility." But yeah, so check out Arbiter. Please go back it today. We're almost done with our funding. We're over halfway there. So go check it out. Thank you. So I'm going to close this out. And yeah, it's very exciting. I would really just love to share this with people. Like I said, my influences as writing goes, I love comic books. In fact, we still have to talk about some of the ones that did you read anything today?
Yes.
Or not today, this week. You did.
Right. I read it today, actually.
Did you? Okay, even better. So it's fresh. But yeah, just before we get into that, I would love to get the story out there. I have a really compelling story to tell that I think is moving, that is deep, and that will elevate reality. It won't have you escape reality, but it will elevate your surroundings and make life a little bit more enjoyable. At least that's my intention. That's what I'm writing for. It'll be up to you to see if I meet that goal. So let me know. Now, without any further ado, we talked about solo leveling. We talked about Arbiter. Christina, what have you read this week?
I read... Why am I literally just forgetting the name? Because it's literally fresh. The Night KO.
Night Fight.
Yes.
Night Fight. Okay. All right. So this is the DC KO. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what's going on right now, DC Comics is doing this big event called DC KO, in which basically there's a big tournament, kind of Mortal Kombat style, where the winner of the tournament gets crowned King Omega, and they get infused with like the same Omega energy Darkseid has to defeat King Darkseid, basically, from destroying our world and reality. So DC Night Fight is a spin-off from that, where Batman in the first issue of DC KO gets killed, right? And you have to know that he has contingency plans, right? If you know anything about Batman, you know he's got contingency plans, right? So he gets, spoiler alert, I guess. He gets killed in the first issue. But really, he got a boom box, which is basically a teleporter from Darkseid. And then he just teleports before he gets killed, So he's safe, but he teleported to an alternate reality, seeming like, right? A reality in which, in this one, Dick Grayson, Robin, the original Robin, is Batman. So tell me, did you like it?
I don't know why Grayson's acting up like that.
Acting up.
You know what I mean?
Acting up.
He just ran with the whole daddy issues thing.
Well, in his defense, though, Batman, Bruce Wayne, in his reality, killed all the other Robins.
That is true.
So there is a reason that he
That is true.
And even still, he doesn't want to kill Batman. Right? Like he wants to like convince him, like, hey, you're on the wrong side of this. Like, look at what I created in your stay. You know, I'm a better Batman than you are because of what I built. So I think it really retains his character in this. Like, if that was true, which is yet to be seen, but if that is true, I think that this would be a pretty good version of Dick Grayson fulfilling his role in this world. Like, I think it really captured him pretty well.
Robin Inc. is interesting.
Yeah, you know what? When I was thinking about that, it did seem like no, it seemed like Dick Grayson became Ra's al Ghul.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, instead of like the League of Assassins, it's just a League of Robins. And like, granted, they don't kill, but at the same time, like, you're more powerful than any government in the world, and you have your Robins all over the world. It's like,
but they look lame. Like, I don't know, like Robins. I feel like they should have changed the name. You know, like Robin Inc. They should change it to like.
Well, I like it. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because like he has the Teen Titans Tower or the Titans Tower or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so moving that into the Batman world is kind of funny. Like, I made the Bat Tower, but yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. I didn't hate it at all, but it was interesting that like
that last sentence made the whole thing worth reading. I think because that was interesting. When he said that you killed all the. Because you killed all the Robins.
Right, that was a big reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't hate it. I thought it was actually a pretty good tie-in. Batman's costume is a little weird. I don't know what's going on with.
I agree.
with his, they're getting more and more out there. But the tie-in I thought was a fun read. The basic premise of it was like, is Batman still needed? This is what like the whole story is really about. In a world where Batman created all these Robins, he created his replacements. Is Bruce Wayne still even needed to be Batman? And so I'm curious to see, obviously the answer is going to be yes, but how he gets there. Is it going to be like, oh, the Robins still need more mentoring, or something like I don't know how they're going to get there, but I like that idea of Batman coming to terms with like, does he even really need to be Batman anymore? Can he live a different life, or is he able to live a different life? If he, so I'm curious to see where they go with that. And yeah, I liked it. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like I love Dick Grayson, and I don't like him in that. So.
You just don't like when they fight. Like, stop fighting, guys.
Yeah. This must be a team.
Yeah, you have to be friends. Well, did you read anything else that you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
Because I have busy stuff.
Oh, I know. I feel that. Me too. I have to work. Listen to this. So at my job, once a year, I think it's once a year, we have to do what's called inventory, where like the entire building, pretty much, whether you're in parts, whether you're in service, whether you're in sales, you have to count inventory, okay, and mess it up. So past few years, I've done it. I didn't leave till like 1:30 in the morning. And I get paid hourly, so that's a lot of overtime. So last Friday, I got in at 8, and this was the fastest we've ever done it. But I got in at 8 o'clock, and I didn't leave till I think it was 10:30 or 11 on Friday. And then some people have to come back in on Saturday. I'm like, yeah, I'm not, I'm not coming in. Sorry. But anyway, so I'm still tired. And then, work picks right back up on Monday. But yeah. So anyway, I understand. I'm pretty tired too. But I did get some reading done. And I'll just kind of go through the gauntlet here. I loved everything that I read past 2 weeks. Because remember, we're going back 2 weeks now. But this one was last week. This is Red Coat. Did I tell you about this at all?
No, tell me while I fix my plug.
Yeah. So Red Coat is by Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch. He does the art. And this is part of like, I talked about Rook Exodus, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is part of the Ghost Machine imprint from Image Comics. So you have Red Coat, you have Rook Exodus, Geiger, and then Hyde Street, which I love. So yeah, this is just an imprint. and Red Coat is basically about alternate history. So basically, if the founding fathers used like dark magic.
Oh my gosh, I need to read that.
Honestly, I think you'll love it. So this is the main character. His name is Simon Pure, and he's immortal. So basically, Benjamin Franklin was supposed to be immortal, right? So they had this whole kind of thing of this like.
I need to read this.
You would like it. It's really good. And in fact, I think they're making like a show on it or a movie or something because it's really popular for like an indie comic. So anyway, so Benjamin Franklin was supposed to become an immortal, but Simon ends up like he's kind of like a Jack Sparrow, where he's kind of goofy, kind of like is always lost, but always is in the right place at the right time. And so he kind of flubs the magic circle or whatever, and he becomes immortal. The thing is, he dies. He just always comes back. So he feels pain. He dies like in brutal ways. He feels everything, but he just always comes back. So he's like walking through the centuries, basically, as kind of like a bumbling, Jack Sparrow type of character. It's a lot of fun. And he partners with a young Einstein. So like Einstein comes as like a kid because he's having like visions of the end of the world, and he's the one that's got to stop it. And so it's like it's very entertaining. It's very fun. And yeah, a lot of people like it. So this is a new story arc. This is issue 15, I think. Actually, I don't know what issue this is, but this starts a new story arc where Einstein is actually an adult now, and he comes to find Simon again as he is married with kids, but his wife doesn't know he's an immortal and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's really good. Highly recommend Red Coat. I also read Spider-Man and Wolverine, the newest issue. See, I'm honestly just buying this for the art at this point. There's really not much to talk about. In this issue, Spider-Man and Wolverine, they go to another dimension because Reed Richards pulls them into a different dimension, and they fight.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Can we knock it off with the dimensions for a little bit?
No, that's I think a popular opinion because it's getting like to the point where nothing matters anymore. Like Dimension 3042, like I'll never see you guys again. I don't care. But like this one is more salt in the wound because like the villain that they have to fight is literally just a combination of Spider-Man and Wolverine. I'm trying. I'm trying to find a picture of them because it's like no creativity in it at all. It's like, what if the real Spider-Man and Wolverine fought like a mixture of Spider-Man and Wolverine? I'm trying to pull up a picture. I mean, I love the art. Like, look at this. Like that's just cool. Really good, and it like kind of invokes the '90s feel to it, like a Capcom.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
And I really, really like it. But again, the story's not much. There's not much there. Even like before this,
could be a picture book.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Man, why can't I find a picture of that guy? Oh, and it's very brutal too. Oh, here it is. That's the bad guy.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Oh,
that's actually like comical.
Yeah, and I just showed you a very brutal picture too. Sorry, I hope I don't get taken down for that. But anyway, excuse me. The art's fun. I also read G.I. Joe. This is the newest edition of G.I. Joe. I really like the series a lot, man. This is a lot of fun. I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe. This wasn't something I was really that familiar with before reading the series, to be honest with you. But it's a lot of fun. This one, Duke, the G.I. Joe guy, and Cobra Commander have to like team up, which was like a bizarre twist of fate because they made one third-party group very angry. And so now they're kind of stranded looking for Energon, because remember, this story is also Transformers. It's like a combined universe now. So like the Joes are looking for Energon, and so is the Cobra Commander and his army. It's like basically a hunt for Energon. And then a third party who they both pissed off is now hunting both of them, and so they kind of both are stranded, trying to escape, these guys. So it's a good series. The new edition of just talking about Rook Exodus. Another. Well, all of these are really good. Again, some more than others, but Rook Exodus, I'm really enjoying this issue 8. I believe. Again, Jeff Johns, Jason Babbitt. I'm trying to remember because I read this 2 weeks ago. So basically, the idea on this one is like you can control animals with helmets. Basically, there's a new planet called Exodus, where it was supposed to be a utopia. We was supposed to have complete control over the entire world, whether the ecosystem, the animals. It's supposed to be a complete utopia. The world engine starts to fail, and then people just start leaving. That's why it's called Exodus. And now the only people that can stay are people who can't afford to get a rocket ship to get them back to Earth. And so the wardens, which are the people with the helmets that can control animal species, are left trying to fix the world engine or find out how to fix it, what went wrong. And the one person who designed it, basically, he wore the helmet for too long, or it got damaged or something. And his was hound dogs. Like, he controlled the whole species of hound dogs. And he basically became a hound. He's a crazed lunatic. And so they have to figure out, can he be fixed? Because he's the only one that can do this. And so that was kind of the big reveal on this issue, which was, the spider. There's like a spider warden that seems to be wanting the world engine to fail for some reason. So
it would be a spider.
Yeah, they fell into the trap. And then finally, the last one I read, which I really, really like, it's a very simple story, but it's called Planet Death. And I don't know if you
That's cool.
Very, very cool. In fact, the people who wrote this are the same people who wrote John Wick. I don't know if you've ever seen John Wick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been liking this a lot. I don't know if you're familiar with like Warhammer. You know what that is?
No.
It's like a tabletop, like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a very, very grim future where like it's very militaristic, pseudo religion.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It's very, very grim, very violent. This is basically like a comic book of Warhammer, and it's freaking awesome. So basically, there's like these aliens. So all right, so the premise is very simple. They're at war. These humanoid, like these humans that are like beefed up with like electronic, like robot kind of stuff. They're trying to save this weapon on this planet that's infested by these alien creatures. If they destroy that weapon, they can all go home, and that's the premise. So like, the crew is typical military, like hoo-ah, let's get them. The second they land on this planet, everyone except for the main guy dies. Like, everyone just get annihilated by these aliens. And so it's brutal. It's definitely rated M, I would say, for mature. But basically, the main character keeps thinking about his family. His family is what's keeping him going. He's like, I want to go home, destroy the weapon. He's just solely focused on his mission. He's got grit. He's, whatever you would picture, like a war machine military guy who wants to see his family again. That's basically what it is. But there's a big twist at the end of this that, not everybody seems to want to go home for some reason. So there was a big twist on this one that I didn't see coming, and I'm really looking forward for the second one.
You gonna tell us the twist?
Okay, spoiler alert. Basically, there's a group of people that the main character seems to save from like the aliens, but the group of people were not captured. They willingly were with these group of aliens, so like they turn on the main character and capture him. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to see that.
That is interesting.
But on the back here, though, this is a short story that's coming out, that I'm really into. It's called Ordained.
It's a priest.
It says kill the priest. And the premise of this is coming out, I think maybe this week or next week. But the premise is so there was another military guy, a Marine, who basically becomes a Christian and then gets ordained to be a priest. Okay. And so as a priest, um, this gangster, that's okay, this gangster, like really bad criminal guy, he's dying. And he wants this priest to come so he can confess his sins, and enter heaven or whatever. So he does, and he confesses the most craziest, crimes and murders or whatever. But the criminal gets better, and he heals, and so now the priest knows too much about what the criminal mastermind or whatever did. So now they're after the priest, so they're trying to, kill him. And so I love that premise. And so I guess the priest has to like defend himself against these like organized gangsters or whatever. But it seems pretty cool. So I'm gonna get that one when that comes out.
Let me know how that is.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But those are all the things that I read. I'm starting to read a novel series, which I don't have anything to talk about because I didn't read it yet. But it's called Book of the New Sun. Have you heard of that by Gene Wolfe?
No.
Okay, it's like I know you're not really into sci-fi too much, right?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's like a sci-fi fantasy, but it's regarded as like one of the best. Basically, the same way we talk about like J.R.R. Tolkien and Lord of the Rings, C.S. Lewis. This is like that for like sci-fi. Gene Wolfe, and it's like technically 5 books series, and it's regarded as like very, very deep. Gene Wolfe was Catholic, and so there's a lot of Catholicism like baked into it.
I like that.
Yeah, like Tolkien was as well, and C.S. Lewis, he was Anglican, like I am, and so his stories have a lot of that in too. But it's like so baked in that like you have to really dig deep to like get the symbolisms and all that kind of stuff. It's right up my alley. It's the things that I love reading, and I've never read it before, but I'm gonna start. I just ordered it, so I'm kind of excited. I'll talk about it maybe next week if I get a chance to read some of it. But yeah, so that's pretty much all that I've read. I've been playing Battlefield 6. Have you played that?
Oh my gosh, no, but I see it all the time at work.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Who plays it?
No, I do like for work. Like I'm like pricing video games right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I had my best game. I'm gonna just like brag a little bit, but I had my best game.
Let's hear the stats.
Saturday, 44 kills. Which, listen,
it's pretty good.
In Battlefield,
pretty
how big those matter. That's pretty good. Usually I hover around like 10. Have you ever played Battlefield or Call of Duty? Like, have you played?
Yeah, I played Call of Duty.
Okay, so Battlefield is very different than Call of Duty. Like Battlefield, the maps are way bigger. You have 64 people.
Is it still like one shot? Or is it like
kind of? You go down quick, but Call of Duty is a lot faster. So the kills are more spread out. So I know in Call of Duty 44 isn't that great, but in Battlefield that's pretty good, at least for me. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. But you got to get it, and we have to play.
You killed more people than Jinwoo.
We're at war. All right, we're at war.
He is too.
No, he's not. He's in the dungeon.
Yes, he is.
All he has to do is kill the boss of the dungeon, and then the dungeon goes away.
Oh my god.
That's all he has to do. Could you imagine, like, instead of killing those guys, he just killed the boss, and then the dungeon goes away? And then,
I don't think he's a hero. Like
he's not.
Sometimes protagonists are bad people, but it's still an interesting story.
True, but usually the bad guys have a moral conundrum, like, like, hey, like an anti-hero, like he's a bad guy that does something good. But usually there's still more, like everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. I don't know. Anyway, it's a power fantasy. So what do you expect? But with that being said, I'm sorry I ruined your day because of solo leveling. However, comment below, guys. Let me know how wrong I am about solo leveling and how it's a masterpiece for today. Modern Shakespeare. Solo leveling is Macbeth for today. Let me know. Make that argument. I'd love to hear it. So, I know. You want the last word before we leave, Christina?
No.
No. Okay. Well, Christina, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again for coming. I hope I feel better next week because next week is Thanksgiving, so no show.
On Wednesday.
Well, I mean it's the day before Thanksgiving, but still, close enough. Go be with your family. Enjoy the day. Are you gonna be working? I'll be working.
Yeah, I'll be working, so I could do it.
Should we still do it then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next week, same time.
Same time.
Same time. Unless my kids are off. No, they shouldn't be off. But
yeah. Okay.
yeah, we should be good. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and everyone at home. I hope you guys have a good day or at work or wherever you're going to be. And then we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.